Welcome back to Farm and Hammer, everyone. This is going to be my first sawmilling video, I guess you could say. And I told you guys in the first sawmill video that I was probably going to wait till it cools off to do any sawmilling, but I'm kind of like a kid at Christmas. I had this thing sitting here and I couldn't wait. I will be honest, I was just going to do a practice, and I found this old log. I say log, it's a short little thing. It had been sitting in our fence line. It's an old honey locust tree. It had been sitting in our fence line for 4 or 5 years. And the outside, when I picked it up with the tractor, I assumed the entire thing was rotten. So I was like, well, this is a good one to practice on. I threw it on the mill, tried to figure everything out. And once again, this wasn't gonna actually be a log. This was just gonna be practice. When I cut into it, I realized there's actually some good wood in here. For a rotten log, there is some spalting, which is pretty neat, and there's some weird grain and figure in there. So like I said, I already did start cutting on it, so I've got it down to a little chunk here, and I don't really plan on using this lumber. I did get it on the mill. I will try to cut the rest of it up for you. All I've done so far is take the outside off and try to get it evened up, but I have one more cut to do to even it up, and we should be able to get some decent lumber out of this thing. So guys, here's one of the outside cuts. You can see there's some pink, some gray. Looks pretty good. This stuff on the outside is punky, so it's not great for actual boards, but I'm hoping the stuff on the inside actually turns out, because this looks pretty good for an old rotten log. And of course, guys, safety first. I am gonna wear a mask because yesterday when I was cutting, it was pretty dusty. So learned my lesson there. I'm always wearing a mask now. I did have hearing protection on and glasses before, but I am adding a mask. And safety glasses. And last but not least, hearing protection. Now let's see if we can get this thing started. We pull the choke. See what she does. Alrighty then. Alright guys, made a couple cuts. This first one, which I forgot to have the camera rolling, this was just to level it out again. So anyway, I guess I can take this one off for you. Said pretty rotten and punky, but some surprisingly beautiful wood. And these next two, I tried to make 1 inch thick. The one thing about this sawmill, it has this measuring tape here. And the guy I bought it from, he said he didn't know how accurate it would all be. And getting it perfectly in line with whatever mark you're wanting is a little bit difficult because this crank doesn't go perfectly with these lines. So anyway, I tried to go 1 inch on these next two, and still a lot of ants. You can see how pretty this wood is. Of course, like all the other guys do, I would pour water on it, but we don't have water out here. So, I'm just going to take this one off. There's the inside. That's looking a lot better. Some beautiful wood for something I thought would be rotten. I wish I could splash some water on it for you guys. Some really pink and gray tones in here. A little bit of orange. Of course, I don't know if that's where an old limb was or what, but you can see where bugs have eaten on this log. And there was fungus growing on the outside. There's this big hole that they had eaten out. But for something I thought was going to be trash and a little practice log, it actually came out really pretty. So there's one decent board. Now we'll take the other inch thick one off. It looks like it's just getting better and better. One of these days I'm going to get a paint scraper and be able to clean these off quickly for you guys. That almost looks like eastern red cedar, the amount of pink that's in there. But no, honey locust. A bunch of trash trees that most people just push into a brush pile actually has some really beautiful wood. Stack this one off to the side. I do need to figure out a way to stack all these. It won't sit there for long. And guys, last reveal. I did have to adjust this thing here. I didn't realize it was a little too high. It didn't hit the blade, but it hit right there at the bottom. This one is okay. But anyway, cut the last one. I don't think I want to go any lower. There's no great way to secure it when you're cutting boards that thin. So last board. This is that rotten spot. There's all kinds of dirt in there. Now, last one. And here's where I had to back the saw up, so it did kind of mess it up there. It's still flat, it's just you can see the saw marks there. So, take this board here, add it to the stack. And I'd say for a log that most people would consider trash, there may be some usable wood out of this thing. Of course, it's all rough sawn lumber. But some of the stuff in this wood looks pretty cool. So we got 5 1-inch boards. These 4 and that one, 2 thin ones, and 1 big thick one. Came back with some water, deleted some old videos off the camera so I could record it, and here's what these boards look like wet, and hopefully you can kind of see the true color. Actually turned out great, so I'm happy with it. I thought this was just going to be a junk log that I practiced on, and then I'd have the next video for you guys, which would actually be a decent log. And this one actually turned out, so I'm pretty pleased. What I'm going to do here is load all this stuff up. Ranger here. And get it taken to the barn and stacked.